Okay, so hi everyone, Joe again. This was gonna be like a full-on hour-long video again, but I changed my mind. In any case, it doesn't matter. What I'm gonna be doing in this, I'm commentating over the video. My intention with this one was to just pump something out real quick. I was bored, to be perfectly honest. I was bored and I wanted to just get a little cute girl out, an edgy cute girl. I like those. Everything edgy is fun. In any case, I'm gonna talk less. This is obviously a speed thing. Everything is better. But there are a couple of things that I do want to talk about. Otherwise, I would have just put music in it and let it run eternally. And I'm going to address these things as I see them in the video. But I guess the main thing that you're gonna be hearing all over the place is that I'm trying to simplify my style. Because if you've seen, for example, the other 3-hour-long videos that I did, you can see how much detail I try to put in there. I say try because you know how every artist is they're more they're more critic, if you may, even. Drink every time I say if you may, even. I don't know why I said that a lot. I don't. Anyway, I'm trying to simplify my style, and I do not accomplish that in this particular video. I try to get what I to do this very simple, not very detail intensive style, and at the end of the video, to be perfectly honest, I wasn't fully on board with the end result, but it's fine because it was just a fun little, like, just, one may even say that it's like a practice that I tried to do and fail horribly. Again, it's fine. I will try to practice that a little bit more because, one, it takes less time to do. You'll see how I get this entire thing. The real time, it was an hour, 50 something minutes, I don't remember. But it's 20 minutes now, so but yeah, the other one took me just the rendering, not even getting the sketch. That takes a lot for me, but just the rendering took like 3 hours. And so this one was just 1 hour, but you will see the difference in the result. I guess you could argue, I don't know what I said, I don't remember what happened. Oh yeah, I remember. I did this entire thing with a white background, and I was starting to get a little bit of a headache, and then I realized that, oh, the background is all white. So sorry for that. I guess it was more for myself. I don't know if that bothers you. Your name. In any case, you see this low ass level of detail. I say ass, but I kind of like it. Oh, yeah, that is. I was like, where is this white? Where is this coming from? And it was in the bottom. Where the gray background is. I'm silly like that. In any case, you see me doing these careless little splotches, just almost no care at all, like a madman. And that is more or less the vibe that I want to come across. I've been seeing a lot of artists that do that, and it's, I talk about that in the other series, the rendering and chill. I think that is something that I will try to keep. That I will do those rendering and chill where it takes me however time it takes me, how many parts, how many videos it takes. But it will be just me just chilling and rendering slowly. I will call those rendering and chill. This is a speed paint, obviously. I'm commentating over it, but it's fine. But you see, I really like this level of detail. I think I can refine it and like get this less detail, little aspect that I like in a lot of artists that I see. But yeah, let me know if there's oh, you will see something funny right now. You will see something funny. I can see it right now. The past Joe didn't notice, but I am drawing in layer 5, which is the same layer where is the entire piece. I'm doing the hair, and that wasn't on purpose. I wanted to do the hair above in layer 6, but since I'm a silly little boy, I'm a goofy little boy even. Another drink. I do it all in this, and if I wanted to go back at this point, there is so many so many lines that I have already done that Control C wouldn't done shit. So I'm glad I liked I'm glad I liked it. I was like, let's add some color to the hair, and then I realized, oh you will see me fix that later. Well, it's not like I fix, it's like more like I power through it. At this point I started to, well, it is done. It is done. Another thing, you will see me fucking with this eye, and at the end of the video I still don't like the eye. I really don't like the eye. But yeah, I guess it's part of the, look at that, I guess it's part of the process that I want to show anyway. I think it's useful, it could be useful for some artists to see that you don't really, it's not the worst thing in the world if you at the end of the video, at the end of your piece, you are not exactly on board with it. I think it's very natural it's called an imposter syndrome, where you see your own art. This is fine, but I think I fuck it up later real bad. Anyway, I think it's very normal, this imposter syndrome, where you think you get something done and immediately think that it looks horrendous, but it doesn't in the end. See, I am already doing this that I done super love, where I'm starting to put way too much quote-unquote detail with the shadows and the light and stuff, and there's nothing wrong with it. This is how I do, but this isn't what I want, right? The purpose of this was to get a little less detail, a little more just relax, a little less shadowy, and I'm destroying that at this moment. It's looking muddy. But yeah, if I get quiet suddenly, it's because I'm run out of things to say. If you want me to, this is something that I was thinking too, if you want me to talk about other stuff, like the references, how I look for references, what am I looking when I look for references, where I look for references, all of that. If anything, I could say right now that something that I would recommend a lot is to go in the internet. I use Pinterest. I love that page. But in any case, I would recommend you to look for poses. There is an infinity amount of of content for that. Just look for poses, drawing poses, and don't trace over it. Try to force, because if you trace over it, there is something that you can get out of tracing. So if you do it, I'm not saying that you're doing something wrong necessarily. At least, you know, I will just say what I want to say. If you trace over it, the what you can get out of it is to train your hand, right? What I would say that it is not wrong, as long as you are not keeping it for like a project or something. Imagine you're doing commissions and you're tracing over poses. I'm not saying that that is wrong, but it is harmful for yourself, because tracing over real poses trains your hand, but it trains your hand and your brain into get natural poses, natural human real poses. But the problem is that what you really want is to develop your own style. Everyone has their own style particular to themselves, and you want to develop that. And the way you do that is by not tracing the poses, because when you trace it, it looks quote unquote realistic, but it doesn't have the context of the photo that you're looking. So when you trace over it, it's always excuse me, it is always gonna look off a little bit when you just have the silhouette, the lines, without the context of the three-dimensionality of the photo. And so when you're doing your own freehand, your own style, you make it, you give it sense. Like there is this process that happens in the brain where you yourself give it sense. By not copying it, you try to make it have sense, the pose that you're emulating, excuse me again. So yeah, you can trace for practice. That is beyond fine. I will even go as far to say that that is, yeah, go ahead and do it. Trace a bunch of times, but do that for practice. There is no need to post those on the internet. It happened to me a lot where every little sketch, every little thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to post it. And that is, I wouldn't recommend, because it gives you this idea that everything that you're doing is for other people to see. And that is bad. That is, I will put my foot down and I will say that don't think that way, right? Don't think that way. Do that, do things, post things because you are having fun and stuff like that. But when you start doing it just because you want people to like it, it starts making you feel bad when when you don't get the response that you want. This level of detail, see, I am starting like I see the iron like, no, I had it. I fuck around with it a lot, and again, at the end, I'm not super in love with the result, but that's fine. But it's not really, now that I'm looking at this, I'm recording this a day later, it's not that bad. But yeah, I want to get a little bit more like a cute anime girl style, and I do not know how to how to do that. I have, like, I can even go and look for references. Again, references are king. And just have an anime girl in one side and right away do the other. Like my attempt, and I cannot do it. I don't know why it happened. Why is that happening? I guess it could be fun for me to try that. To record a process of learning, if it's helpful for anyone. I know what you say, that it's not necessary when you're practicing. It's not necessary to post everything. but I may do it anyway. Do as I say, not as I do. You know that? I love these hands. I love these hands because yeah, I don't understand. Like, I'm having a problem understanding that. What is simple answer at the end. Also, I haven't mentioned it that if you see the other the rendering and chill that I have already with the evil bad guy, hot evil bad guy, you will see that I do line art. Yeah, at this point I'm in love with how it's going. Again, I can. Oh, that's you can, if you want to pause that and see what music I'm into. That's fine. I was listening to music. Yeah, I give it a little more of a curvature. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I completely lost track of what I was saying back then. Sorry for that. It is gone. So let's move on. Oh, 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 oh. That was on purpose. Okay, this is what I'm saying. You will see how I didn't, since I didn't trace the pose. Sorry. Since I didn't trace the pose, I am able to give her more of what I want, the pose that I want. Because if you trace exactly the photo, you are restrained to the. I will tell you what I'm doing right now in a second. You are restrained and limited by the pose that the real photo had. And if you don't, you have the freedom. Like, your brain has this freedom already. Like, I can do whatever. I can erase pieces of it. I can move pieces of it. It helps out in that regard. Okay, so this is, the original thought was to give her this double-bladed weapon, and she was supposed to be holding that like an helicopter. But I really like two things. I really like the hands, and I didn't want it to cover them. And second one, it wouldn't fit the composition. It looked weird. You will see, pop. It took me like an hour. No, it's less than that. It took me like 20 minutes to figure out what I wanted. It took me a lot. You will see me. I'm trying to do the like a pool of this black goo that is forming into weapons, but I didn't like pop back. I didn't like how it was. Like, I didn't have a concrete idea of what I wanted. So I just did I erased that, and I just did this black weaponry just showing up out of the ground, and try to make that into a composition. A little bit spoiler warning, I will show the end result. It's gonna be like a static image, and I don't think that I'm going to comment over that in that one. But I will tell you that I modify and I add some stuff that you're not gonna be able to see. Sorry. So yeah, you will see a little bit of fuckery going on in the background at the end in the static image. But we are nearing the end, so I will just say that thank you for watching. I hope you like this cute girl. I will be doing another video soon because I had a cool idea on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter if you want to participate in my weird ideas. I do polls and stuff like that. So yeah, bye bye.